Hi guys, so we are on part 3 of surds and today we are doing adding and subtracting. In our previous 2 parts we have done multiplying and dividing surds. You can find those videos in the description below. Right, so let's get started. When we are adding and subtracting surds, we need to make sure that we are treating them as like terms. Alright? What does that mean is, when you have, so like in like terms, you are doing a plus b. So let us suppose you're simplifying that. So you can only add a and a together. That becomes 2a, and b is a different variable. So it stays separate. Same rule applies when adding surds. What we do is, let us suppose we have root of a plus a root of a plus a root of b. Okay, so when we have like this, we can only add root a and root a together. So that will become 2 root a, and root b is separate. All right, we cannot add it together. Right. Similarly, let us suppose we have root 2. So for example, let us suppose we have root 2 plus root 3 plus root 2 plus, let us suppose anything else, root 5, right? So here again we have to find the common surds. So root 2 and root 2 can go together. Root 5 and root 3 are different, so they cannot go together. So the answer here will be root 2 or 2 root 2, because there are 2 root 2's, plus root 3 plus root 5, right? We have to treat them as like terms. Right? Let's do another one. So let us suppose we have 2 root 5 plus 3 root 5 minus root 5. Let us suppose we have to simplify this. So first thing we will see, all the terms have root 5, so that means we can solve them together, or we can simplify them. So 2 plus 3 root 5s will give us 5 root 5, and then take away 1 root 5 from it will give us 4 root 5. All right, so now let's do a couple more. So it's 2, so let's do 2 square root of 3 plus 5 square root of 27, right? So here we will have to simplify one of the surds, right? So it becomes 2 root 3. We cannot simplify root 3 further, but we can simplify root 27, right? Because 27 is 3 times 9, and 9 is a square number, right? So we can write it as square root of 3 times 9. And 9 can be written as 3 square, and in our previous video we have done that square and square root can cancel, right? So we can take 1 3 out, and it can be written as 3 root 3, right? So now that becomes 5 times 3 root 3. So now question is simplified further. 2 root 3 plus 3 times 5 is 15 root 3. And now we can add 2 root 3 and 15 will give us 17 root 3. That's our answer. Great. Let's do one more question of this type. So it is, let us suppose we have 6 root 6 plus 3 root 24. Right. So here 6 cannot be simplified further. So we will write 6 root 6 as it is. Whereas 24 can be written as square root of 4 times 6, right? Here the rule is we try and find one of the factor as a square if we can find that. So here 4 is a square number, so we try and find one of that factor, because then 4 can be written as 2 square, and then it will come out of the square root. It will leave as 2 square root of 6, right? So it becomes 3 times 2 square root of 6. So 6 square root of 6 plus 3 times 2 is 6 square root of 6. And now we are left with 6 square root 6 plus 6 square root 6 gives us 12 square root of 6. Great. I hope this makes sense. Our next video will be on simplifying surds and simplifying more of this and a little bit of challenging questions as well. So make sure you subscribe and press that bell icon so you don't miss that video. Great. Have a good day.